motherfucking trailer.
Would you like to see Gorosaurus versus Man, the solo trilogy from Toho? No, I would not, because nobody gives a shit about those two monsters. So let's be real, honestly. With the exception of a handful of Toho monsters, a lot of them really suck.
To stop the motherfucking lie.
Look at this guy's got glasses. Oh, a sophisticated zombie.
I heard Rodan's in here. I don't know if I don't know if I missed him.
I missed Rodan. On top of the volcano, I missed Rodan. Flying over the water, I missed Rodan. He's been confirmed, established 2014, right here on E.T.N motherfucking N.
I have only ever loved one woman. And it ain't you, bitch. Poof. Bye-bye. Have a nice trip. See you next fall, because winter's coming.
I figured, I thought it was pretty good. I thought I liked it. I enjoyed it. And number one is Godzilla. Godzilla?
Motherfucking trailer.
Weird. I have little waves going up my screen. You guys see those little waves? It's kind of weird. Wonder what's causing that. Hi! It's only been a week, but it feels a lot longer, right? Oh, let me... So you see this right here? So you want to see something? This bag I'm about to show you was filled with ibuprofen and Tylenol before early last week. Look where it is now. This is how much pain I've been in. That's all that's left. The whole bag was full with ibuprofen and Tylenol. Hi, sweetie. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come up, 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 up. What are you doing? I didn't say sit. I said up. Come here. Come here, girl. Come on. Come on. She's just staring at me. Like, you see her? Oh, she's just staring at me. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, there she is. Oh, you knocked down my headphones. You knocked down my headphones. What are you doing? Hi. Hi, gorgeous. Hi, gorgeous. Can I get kisses? No? No kiss? Oh, because I got no treats, right? Is that what it is? No? Now you're going to bite me? No? Okay, go ahead. Go. Go, you little brat. What? What? I just started streaming already. You want to start taking my time away? Huh? All right. Gotta go back. Gotta go back. Okay? Okay, you gorgeous girl? Okay, gorgeous girl. Oh, well, she really wants attention right now. She's like, screw those guys. All right.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
Yeah, she's still very, very big. She's like, it's like an endless growth. It's like she grows every day.
Goji tipped $5. What's up?
What's going on, Acno Goji? Thanks for the 5. Oh yeah, and you might want to avoid donating during like the starting soon screen. You guys see that? That's bothering me. That whole wave. That's got to be annoying for you guys, right? I got to figure out why it's doing that. Maybe it's because I haven't used it in so long. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, now it stopped. Now it stopped. That's weird. It was doing it a second ago. Now it stopped. Oh, now it started again. Oh, that's really going to annoy me. Yeah, sorry about that. We'll have to deal with it for the rest of the stream because I know it has something to do with the lighting on my camera, so I have to fix that. I probably have to reposition it towards the light more. I noticed that used to happen with my other camera when there wasn't enough light. It's been a while since I've seen you. Glad I've returned. Yeah, I know it doesn't seem like it, but it's only been a week. The last stream I had was a Tuesday stream, and then I was out of commission the rest of the week. I was in too much pain. And go to the official Transformers account. What? You guys don't see it? Yeah, it's barely noticeable, but I'm noticing it and it's bothering me. Oh yeah, I don't see it on the stream. Oh, that's weird. Wow, there's way too much clarity on my stream. Way too much clarity. You can see all my blemishes and oh, okay. We might have to switch back to 720. This borderline 4K, it's not actually 4K, it's like 2K. I don't know if that's working out for me. They just announced the new Transformers movie on Twitter. Get out of here. Are you serious? Or are you trolling me? Or am I being trolled? Troll. All right, let's see. Let's see. Transformers, more than meet the eye. All right, I'm not seeing anything. Nobody, wait, what did you say to what? Rob, check your Twitter and go to the official Transformers account. Okay. Official Transformers account. Is that what it's actually called? Official. Can somebody link it to me on Twitter? I don't navigate Twitter very well. I'm a bit of a Twitter virgin. Like I only use it to link my videos and stuff like that. Motherfucker. What?
Acno Goji tipped $5. It looks fine to me. Also, I'll be popping in and out.
You'll be popping in and out? Okay. Poping, yeah. Acno. Can you imagine Acno the Pope? The new Transformers movie. Okay, good. Thank you, James. Thank you, James, my hero. James is like my producer, but not my producer at the same time. Rise of the Beast. Oh, they're gonna do Transformers Beast Wars. Okay. Autobots and Decepticons, Maximals, Predacons, and the Predacons. Rise of the Beast in theaters, June 24th, 2022. Okay, now. Is this still Michael Bay? Is this still Michael Bay? Oh, thank you also, Jim. Jim Kelly for the link. He also, I want to make sure I give love to those who sent me the link. I appreciate that. Not Michael Bay? Oh, not Michael Bay. I don't know how I feel about that. I gotta have my Michael Bay. Oh, man. Yeah, so I had my root canal last Friday. And I have to go back this Friday. They have to do some more, just a couple more things on this area. And then the following Monday, I have to go back to get my crown. So all in all, even with my insurance, it was like $2,000. So that was pleasant, but that's okay. That's okay. Rob is good with his money. So even though we had to reward myself for enduring the pain, okay, for enduring the pain of root canal tonight, I am looking to buy my Mechagodzilla because it turns out the pre-order that I thought I pre-ordered, well, they don't have it. Or not the pre-order. The purchase, the order I thought I made, they don't have it. So that's out the window. So that didn't go through. So we have to find one now. Now, I have found one for $387 with free shipping. That's a big deal. That's about around the same price that I paid for my I think that's the same I paid. Was that the same that I No. Actually my G84 was $305 after shipping. So it's a little bit more expensive, but there's no shipping, which is the big deal. And I'm ready. But before I do that, because some of you guys are better at searching for these things than I am, if you find somewhere where it's available at a better price, even with shipping or with free shipping, let me know, because I'm looking to get it today. What's going on, Steve? What's going on, Karen? Well, we won't have the Michael Bay humor in it. Yeah, I just hope it does the... Yeah, it was actually, Jonathan, it was, without my insurance, it was going to be like over $4,000. So my insurance covered half of it, which is not bad for dental insurance. Most dental insurance don't cover shit. All they cover is 2 cleanings a year and that's it. So the fact that they picked up half of it was actually a good thing. You know, obviously a very good thing. Am I excited for Jurassic World Dominion? I saw the little teaser. I'm not excited. I think Jurassic World or Jurassic whole thing needs to probably take a rest, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to watch it. It doesn't mean I'm not going to give it a fair try. You know, it might be extravagant, but as of right now, I can't say that I'm excited. I would say that I'm indifferent. Like, I'm going to go see it. If it's great, I'll praise it to the sun, you know, praise the sun. And if it's not, then I'll praise it to hell, or not praise it at all and send it to hell, you know. When you gonna watch A Quiet Place 2? Probably not until it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, digital, whatever. I don't think I'm gonna go to the theaters to see it. I didn't go to the theaters to see the first one, but I did like it a lot. What about Big Bad Toy Store to your Mickey G? I don't know. I haven't checked Big Bad. Did I check Big Bad Toy Store? Big Bad Toy Store tends to be a little bit more expensive, and I have a feeling right now, based on my search today before stream, this right now is the best deal I've seen. $387 with free shipping, which means like if you take away $40 for shipping, $60 really is what people are charging. It's actually $327 for the figure. And then you throw in $60 of shipping because that's what they seem to be charging, $387. So, you know, I just know that there's people on here that are better at looking for these things than I am, and I want to make sure that, you know. So if you guys can do me a solid and maybe just poke around while we're streaming and talking and chilling, and see if you can find something better than that. It was about $340 from Big Bad Toy Store. Then when it was all said and done, it was around $380. Okay, so you're saying $387 is around. That's around same value, because yeah, this one's brand new. The shipping seems good in terms of when it's going to get here. It says anywhere between July 8th and July 13th. That's right around the corner, so that's not that far away. Doesn't have the Mechagodzilla in stock. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm looking at the 1975 one, Jesse. Unfortunately, the 74 one only comes in the Gigantic series, and I'm not gonna, you know. First of all, I want them to be all the same height as the ones I have. Second of all, Gigantic series is like anywhere between $500 and $800. Supposed to be going to see Fast 9 this weekend in 4DX. Hopefully it's good. The tickets were as high as hell, though. Really? How much was... Oh, because you're seeing it in 4DX. I read this on Twitter somewhere, so take this with a grain of salt, but apparently Adam Wingard said the reason Kong didn't grab his axe after the axe scene to Godzilla was because he couldn't find it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I based on what Adam Wingard said recently in a video, yeah, he pretty much solidified the fact that Kong was really, you know, I don't really want to get into the debate. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, so go check the video, you know, because I'm only going to be telling you what he said, and it's just going to be a facts versus feelings type of debate. So, you know, what do you think of the Supergirl suit for the Flash? I haven't seen it. I haven't really been doing, you know, the whole week last week, I lost about 3 days of sleep because I was in so much pain I just couldn't sleep. So there were like 2 days, and I went like 48 hours without sleep. You know, I tried to lay down, I'd be tossing and turning, the pain would be horrendous. And after a while, I just got up because, number one, I don't want to keep waking up my wife. And number two, it hurt more when I laid down because since there was a bad infection up there, all that infected blood and whatever the fuck was in there would move down more when I laid down or something like that, and it just was worse. So, yeah, I haven't really seen. I've only been watching this one show. I just popped on. Oh, my camera went off again. Okay, it's gonna act up today. All right, give me a second, guys. Hold on, let me fix this. I don't know why it's doing. Got all kinds of crazy shit happening today. All right, let's see if that's the only time it does it, because last time this happened, it happened like 3 times. I don't know why. Every now and then it just does that, but yeah, that's probably what it is. Probably is Raven just messing around. Have you seen the Troll Hunters Rise of the Titans trailer? If you talk about that, you saying there's a sequel to the Troll Hunter movie? Yeah, I did zoom in. Did you see the new Suicide Squad trailer? It looks really great. Came out today. Anytime Mike says something looks good, I know it's worth a shit. No, but I haven't seen the new Suicide trailer. Like I said, I haven't seen much of anything in the last week. I've just been completely out of commission. I mean, I cannot describe the amount of pain. Oh my God, and let me tell you the worst thing in the world. So I don't, look, okay, I told this to my kids. I'm gonna tell you guys, man, take care of your teeth, all right? I had, from my early age with bad smoking, and basically bad smoking and no flossing, right? You can brush your teeth every day. It doesn't mean shit. If you don't floss to get that shit out of there, your teeth are just going to get fucked. Okay, that's really where I made my mistake. I didn't floss. I started flossing when I learned the hard way a couple of years ago when I had to literally have what's called a deep cleaning. And a deep cleaning basically means they numb your whole mouth and they pull out your gums and clean the shit out. Okay, from that day, now I did that when I was about 26, 27. And it wasn't like painful, but the idea that they were doing that was pretty gross, right? So from that day forward, I floss now every day. All right, I always floss. You guys might have even seen me every now and then peek around on stream, and I'm like this. I'm constantly, like, I have these things all over the place. You know what I mean? So, but the damage had already been done, right? So... So when I went to the dentist Friday, you know, I know that they're going to give you a shot to numb you. You know, it's no big deal because usually they'll give, you know, if they're working your mouth here, whatever, they'll give you a shot. They put the Novocaine there and then they put the shot. You really don't feel it. It just feels like pressure. But they had to give me a shot in the bridge of my mouth up here. Oh my God. The worst pain I have ever experienced at this point in my life. That shit hurt. That was actually the worst part of the whole procedure. The root canal in and of itself, no problem. That wasn't nothing. That shot to numb the bridge of your mouth because they had to work on this whole side. So they wanted to make sure that I didn't feel anything. That shit hurt so much. I mean, it brought me to tears. Literally brought me to tears. And got me lightheaded, like almost gonna, like, you know how some people, they get so much pain, they pass out? Like, I got lightheaded and teary-eyed because of that shot. I mean, it fucking hurt to no, oh my Lord. Like, oh my God, don't, man. Yeah, man, don't, yep. Yeah, the flossing is the most important thing, believe it or not. The flossing is definitely, because brushing your teeth, you're basically cleaning that guck shit that you get in the morning. Like you're cleaning that shit off. But the flossing is what's important, because whatever you eat, it gets stuck in your tooth, and if you don't get it out, after a while, it just fucking takes a trip into your gums, and you can never get it out. That shit doesn't go anywhere. It rots up in your mouth, man. Get it out, man. I'm telling you. I don't mean to sound gross, but man, after Friday, after that needle, and then the soreness after the numbness wore off, because then I was sore for like 2 days. I was like, man, fuck this. I was like, this is it. Oh no, the lady she was like, I know, I'm so sorry. And the thing of it is that she had to stick it like she was like, okay, she said it straight up. She's like, this is really going to hurt. And I have to count to 5. So brace yourself. And she put it in and she's like, 1, 2, 3. And I'm there like, I'm just like dead. I was like, oh my God. Oh, it sucked. It sucked, man. So I'm just glad I'm feeling better. But boy, did it suck. In the chat for Rob's mouth, yeah. It was the longest 5 seconds. Like, if it had gone any longer, I would have literally squeezed shit out of my butt. Because I was like clenched up, like, it was so bad. It sucks, man. I sent you the pictures of the new Supergirl suit and Shazam suits. Okay. I saw the Shazam ones because, I've been peeking in and out of Facebook, obviously, because I've been doing pretty, like, the popular opinion post. But let me check these out. Oh my God, that's... Okay, hold on. Oh, Jesus. What the hell is this? Who's the girl playing her? She looks familiar. Then again, never mind, she doesn't. Why do her abs look like little... I'll share the picture. Hold on, because I know you guys are like, what are you looking at? Okay, hold on here. So these are the Shazam ones. I'm sure you guys have seen this by now. The Shazam pictures. But... I think I like the ones from the first movie better. But, oh, hold on. Now let's look at Supergirl. So here's Supergirl. Whoops, now we went backwards. I mean, the suit is cool. I'm trying to figure out who's the actress that plays her. Who? Karen, stop spamming. Melissa. Is that Melissa Benoist? That's not Melissa Benoist. Rob, they're spreading the body positive movement. Well, no, her body's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with her body. She looks good in the suit. It's just real different. I wasn't expecting it to look like that. Selena Gomez? I don't think that's Selena Gomez either. That doesn't look like Selena Gomez. No, not at all. Yo, it's funny, Rob. I'm going to the dentist on 29th for my cavity. Well, that's nothing, man. Cavity is nothing. You get a filling and that's it. Call it a day. It's Sasha Calle. Okay. Forgot the actress name, but it's not Selena Gomez either. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see that. So like it looks so weird on on you guys' screen, but on my screen she has like the 6-pack that looks really weird. So, all right, we'll see. We're finally getting a Flash movie. It only took like what, 7 years? It feels like it. Today was the anniversary of Steve Rogers taking a super soldier serum on the 22nd, June 1943. Oh, yeah, okay, something to celebrate. Has the Henry Cavill Superman logo. Yeah, well, you figured they'd stick with that. The suit is based off the Lara Lane Kent Supergirl from the Injustice universe. Ah, okay. All right. Yeah, it's a nice suit. It just was so different. I just wasn't expecting it to look like that because I've always seen the skirt one. So I was like, whoa, that's different. But, now I'm looking at it. It looks good. I like it. I was just a little taken back. That's all. In a good way. In a good way. That's all. I know they did delay it a lot. Get the Michael Keaton in that Flash movie going to be sick. So yeah, so Michael Keaton's supposed to be in that too?
You are one awesome motherfucker. The Fenris Wolf tipped $5. I remember waking up from getting my wisdom teeth removed. First the shit got scared out of me because all I saw was white for a few seconds lol. After that, I felt a lot of pain lol. All I have ever endured lol.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's tough too. Oh, Batman probably for the Terry Maguire universe, okay. Yeah, but going to a dentist, I would hate to be a dentist because all you bring is pain. And that's all people are going to remember you for. You know? Like doctors heal, dentists just cause pain. Old Man Batman probably for the Terry Maguire universe. Son of Jor-El, Neil before Zod. I like how you spell Neil. Rob, I promise I won't debate you, but please explain what Adam Wingard said in his commentary. I'll just pull it up because I don't want to be the one to paraphrase. You know, if I figure if he says it himself and you hear it, because somebody linked it to me, so I'll just find it. I'm sure it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I don't think everybody's heard it, although I hope they'd have. But let me see. Tweets and replies. I think I have it on there. I think it was. I don't know if he's here, but I know who sent it to me. They do come up on the streams. Okay, here it is. Yeah, it's called Why Godzilla Won by Adam Wingard. All right, we'll watch it right here.
The reason I felt comfortable going with Godzilla as the winner is because I knew that the Kong fans were still going to be satisfied, because Kong's victory is not the victory of winning the match. His victory is the Rocky victory. You know, it's never giving up.
Can't show the movie.
It's just never backing down. And it's almost like a foregone conclusion to a certain degree that Godzilla is going to win. But the real question is Kong going to survive? And that was sort of how I wanted to always approach it. Through the course of making the film, you know, you're constantly trying to find clever new ways.
Foregone conclusion. The question was Kong going to survive? So that right there just tells you there was never a chance for him to win. There was never a chance for him to win.
For the monsters to fight each other. And when Kong goes into Hollow Earth, I just felt like, you know, he's in this big temple. He's got to get some sort of artifact, you know, to be able to use on the surface. And that kind of evolved into this, you know, Godzilla fin axe, you know, thing that he gets. And that sort of evolved into being not just a cool thing in the film, but it became a kind of like the main catalyst of the plot. It became like sort of like what the movie was about, weirdly. But that wasn't how we started. That's something that kind of naturally evolved through the course of the making the movie. And it was really important that Kong did have something that gave him the upper hand, you know, so that it wasn't just going to be like, okay, he's beating Godzilla around and it just doesn't really work out or something. You know, like he needed to have like kind of a fair shake in the fight.
He needed a fair shake in the fight. So they're saying without the axe, it wouldn't have even been fair.
If you look at Godzilla really carefully, like he knows that he's kind of just playing with Kong the entire time. You know, like if you look at the ship battle fight, they had that kind of like moment where Kong
playing with Kong. I just want to run that back. Okay, let's hear that again. All right, playing with Kong.
You know, like if you look at the ship battle fight, they had that. If you look at Godzilla really carefully, like he knows that he's kind of just playing with Kong the entire time. You know, like if you look at the ship battle fight, they had that kind of like moment where Kong is almost drowned and he's like laying on the boat and Godzilla shows up and they're kind of staring each other down. Godzilla's kind of laughing at him and like
Godzilla is laughing at him. Laughing while he's laid out on the ship. I mean, it's just from the horse's mouth.
Like, okay, you know, like just stay right there and we're good, you know. And I think the whole time, like Godzilla.
Basically, he's saying that Godzilla said to Kong, "Tate quieto, stay still, don't move, otherwise you're dead." I mean,
kind of thinks that they're sort of having fun. You know, if Kong dies, whatever, he doesn't really care. But like,
he's like, we're sort of having fun. This is him talking about Godzilla's view on this whole thing. We're kind of having fun. If you die, it's fine. I don't care. I mean, this is complete annihilation for Kong fans. And look, you asked for it. I was never going to play this. I saw it on Twitter. I said, wow, look at that. And I kept my mouth shut. I kept it moving. You wanted it.
Okay, you know, like just stay right there and we're good, you know. And I think the whole time, like, Godzilla kind of thinks that they're sort of having fun, you know. If Kong dies, whatever, he doesn't really care, but like he's not really too worried about it. But when that axe shows up at the end, then things get a little bit more serious, and he does have to really kind of play hard. And I think it's some of the down and dirtiest fighting that we've ever seen Godzilla do. He gets on his knees, he's like crawling around, he gets pissed off, you know, and he gets frustrated with Kong a little bit. So, you know, like there's a respect between them by the end of the film.
Other monsters have nearly killed Godzilla. All Kong did was frustrate him. I mean, that is just... That's basically saying that Kong is not even on the tier of the Muto. Because the Mutos nearly killed him. Oh, yep. It was Trilosophy that sent this to me. Thank you. So, yeah. What was that last part he said? I missed it.
And he gets frustrated with Kong a little bit. So, you know, like there's a respect between them by the end of the film.
And yeah, Godzilla does respect him, but he respects him because he doesn't think much of him. Like, he's like, wow. He was like, I really didn't think you could fight that well. Compared to some of the other monsters I fought, you're one of the weakest, but I'll give you props for trying. That's basically what he said. I mean, a lot of you guys, I guess a lot of you guys didn't hear this, huh? Yeah. I didn't want to start the ruckus again, but, you know, I mean... When I heard that, my only response was... I mean, it's brutal. And that's coming from the director. You can't argue that. There's no debating those facts, man. And that's why I didn't bring it up. I didn't say nothing. That was what was that, Philosophy? You sent that to me like a week, almost 2 weeks ago, right? Well... Now you heard it. Damn, can Kong even beat Rodan or Mothra? I'm guessing not now. I used to give Kong props that he would shred Rodan, but after seeing that, I'm like, wow, he probably wouldn't even stand a chance against Rodan. Kong got bullied by this director. Jeez, it's one opinion. That's all we saw. I wonder who... Dude, it's not opinion. That's fact. Look, you could bitch all you want about the director, but he made it canon, okay? At the end of the day... You know, Kong doesn't stand a chance against most monsters in the Monsterverse, you know? Now I'm starting to think maybe he would have died against the Warbat. You know, maybe any other monster that stepped to him would have bitch slapped him to hell. That is what I think now based on his testimony. And I am a little disappointed. I don't want Kong to be a bitch like that, but he is. And we just have to face the facts. We got to hope that if there are more future Monsterverse movies, that the next director steps Kong up a little bit. Maybe that has a little Kong bias. I'll be honest with you. But as of right now, Kong's a bitch. He's like tier C. You know? His movie, I don't take him serious. Wingard is the Godzilla fanboy. Come on, guys. It doesn't matter what he says. It does matter because it's canon in the Monsterverse now. I know you want to look. Don't lie to yourself. Okay, don't do that. Don't get into the habit of lying to yourself. Accept the truth. It's important to accept truths that don't cater to your feelings. That builds character. Okay, accept the truth. You'll be better off for it. Trust me. You have to accept the truths that sometimes hurt. All right, you can't just make your own truth. Well, it doesn't matter what the director said. That's not true. No, it is true. Okay, it's in the Monsterverse now. All right, you got to swallow it. Sometimes there's hard pill. Look, I'll swallow. Look, I got a pill right here. Okay, we'll swallow together. You ready? Here we go. All right, let me show you how to swallow a tough pill. This is a pretty big pill. All right. Done. And then you move on. All right? Then you move on. If Kong dodged more, he would have won. He could have killed Ghidorah if he had 2 axes. Yeah, Ghidorah axe and a Godzilla axe. The second Jaya showed up, Kong got soft like his past incarnations. Didn't they say they debated on who should win in the art book? Heck, in the art book, they say Kong's a challenge to Godzilla's title and rule. Yeah, but that's to get you guys riled up. Look, the movie's probably going to be out of theaters in a week or 2. They don't give a shit now. They're like, look, you already saw it, so we're going to drop the truth bombs because there's nothing you can do about it. You done saw the movie already. You already bought the DVD. You bought the books. We got your money. Now here's the truth. Kong's a bitch. I mean, what? Now I think about it, there were multiple axes by Kong's throne. Why didn't he grab 2? Look, with the way gorillas can use their feet and hands, he should have grabbed all 4. He should have grabbed 4 of them. Drink those tears, Rob. Drink those tears. Rob Kong's gonna have a Godzilla axe and a Ghidorah club. There you go. Yeah, and then maybe he'll get a Rodan bow and arrow, right? Like made from Rodan's wing. And now I got ranged powers. Rob, the comics say some very interesting things as far as lore. Yeah, I gotta read them. I know they're like sitting right back there. I gotta organize that back there. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that he would be the weakest Titan since at the moment he's technically the newest Titan and the newest Alpha, only being around for about 3 years. That's true. And look, to be fair, he doesn't have superpowers like the other Titans. Like the Muto had the EMP, Godzilla has atomic breath, Ghidorah has, the gravity beam, Mothra has the luminescence, Rodan has lava and fire and fury, Yeah, he's a rookie, but he needs to stay in A-ball for a couple of years. He tried to come up too soon. He would debut, he went like 0 for 1 and struck out and got injured, got put on the DL. D-Man is probably in frustrating denial if he saw that video. Yeah, I don't know if he saw it. Rob, Kong has the power of friendship. So if you like Captain Planet, Kong only has a monkey butt. Kong is just now reaching his prime. Who do you think would have won if Peter Jackson directed? Even if Godzilla won, Peter Jackson would have at least made Kong look more badass. Look, Kong might have been worse off if it was Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson is very, very, he's very true to the original lore of these monsters. So what you would have gotten is you would have gotten a Godzilla 54 versus a Kong 33, and that's still a big disadvantage for Kong. You would have had like a 25-foot Kong versus like a 60-foot Godzilla. It still would have been like a slaughter. Rob, I think maybe Kong will be a better fighter after this whooping against the boss. Yeah, look, he took his lumps. He made it through. It's experience, right? He'll do better. Kong's badass. Dude went to the toe-to-toe with Godzilla and almost died. Dude, the fact that Adam Wingard says that Godzilla's having fun and toying with him, and he's like, we're just having fun, and if you die, it's okay, whatever, I don't care. I mean, even I was like, whoa. That is, he's shitting all over Kong and Kong fans right there. He literally just shit all over Kong and Kong fans. But he can only do that after the movie comes out. If he had done that while the movie was out or before the movie, I don't know if a lot of people would have gone to see that, at least Kong fans. Still wouldn't even have Godzilla without Kong. And that's all fine and well. That's all fine and well. But you got to understand, yes, Kong gets all the credit for a monster like Godzilla. Well, I don't know. That's also debatable because there's a lot of also inspiration from, what's that movie? The other movie, the other monster movie, the 20,000. Wait. What was it called? Help me out here, guys. The point I'm trying to make is that Kong might have started the monster genre push, but Godzilla took it to a whole nother level. Godzilla took it to a whole nother level. Kong is not nearly as internationally popular as Godzilla is. Kong has an edge in popularity here in the States. But Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, thank you. That was also a big inspiration for Godzilla. So, but the Godzilla 54 movie, and I would argue, while Kong is a classic story and was ahead of its time when it came out, I think Godzilla 1954 overall is a better story than King Kong. You know what I mean? And is also revolutionary for its time because, like I said, I have to use my mother's testimony because she saw the movie when it first came out, and all she tells me all the time, and some of you, if you've been here for a while and you remember the time I asked her on a video that I made here on the channel, and it's still here on the channel if you want to find it, all she could say was that it scared the shit out of her. It was the scariest thing was the Godzilla 54 movie. And yeah.
The Fenris Wolf tipped $5. Just shared that IGN article with that video of Wingard stating how Godzilla won on my Facebook profile. Gotta deliver that stone cold stunner lol.
Yeah, that's very true, Fenrir. Thank you for the 5. That is a stone cold stunner out of nowhere. That's like a stone cold stunner followed up with an RKO. It's brutal. Well, to be fair, he said that Godzilla was toying with Kong during the ocean fight, which makes sense. Yeah. Got to give Kong those electrical powers. Well, they decided to give him the axe. That's really what it was. You know what I mean? I don't think it made sense for them. I'm sure they thought about it, and they were like, how are we going to explain that? Let's just give him an axe. You know what I mean? Which is actually cooler, to be honest. And it makes more sense for Kong to have an axe than have electrical powers. Yeah, Godzilla's playing mind games. Jesus, I bet Kong can't even beat Cloverfield from the 2008 movie. It is a question now. How would he react to all those parasites jumping on his body and tugging at his hair? Rob, Godzilla was stoned throughout the film, but still beat Kong's ass. Yeah. Make him super smart, have Kong get armor and a new... Oh, so now you want him to be an armor smith, Jim? Is that what it is? We're going to make him an armor... He's going to build his own armor? I mean, come on now. That's good. All right, yeah, thanks, Alan. So Alan pulled up that video. Now, I was... This is an old video. And, let me put it over here. This is an old video... So my mom, I don't think she wanted to be on camera at the time, so she's kind of off camera talking to me. And, but you can hear her. I'll let her obviously speak. So you guys can hear it.
You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news. We just talk entertainment.
This is old. This
Share
is an old
and
video.
subscribe.
This is 2014. Okay. I'm just going to skip to the part where I'm talking to her.
Some of you guys who have been here since day one probably recall me talking about my mother seeing the 1954 Godzilla movie for the first time.
Look how fat my face was.
So we also have a special guest who's going to remain off camera. And my mom is here.
That was before I had these nice expensive
Mama. Mics. Yes. So Mama is going to share with you all her experience when she first
had more hair. I had less
saw Godzilla 1954. I thought it'd be a nice treat for you guys. Hi, Moms. Hey, Mom, say hi.
Hi, everyone.
All right, so Mom, real quick, before I get into my unboxing stuff, tell all the E.T.N subscribers what it was like the first time you saw Godzilla 1954.
1954. I was a very young girl at the time. I was I was young, about 5, 6. But when they made it in 1954, I didn't see it until I was much older.
Right.
But the first time I saw it, I was really scared.
Yeah.
It it was something I never seen before. So I was really scared. Really, I had nightmares.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now you know I've shown you all the trailers and stuff. So what do you think about this new one? Does it look just as scary as the older one? The new one that's coming out in May?
Oh, well, I'll tell you when I go see it. But from what I've seen from other trailers, it looks very scary too.
Yeah, that's awesome. So is there any?
But now that I'm older, I know better.
Ah.
Also, I have a good night's sleep.
So you'll have a good night's sleep.
Yes.
All right, guys. So that was my mom giving you.
So that was but look at nightmares. You know what I mean? So, and I think it's hard for us to grasp that now, but that at that time, I mean that's state of the art special effects. You know what I mean? And really, when you think about it, there was no movie like Godzilla when it came out. There was nothing like it. So yeah, and when you look back at the 1954 movie, I mean, we've all seen it millions of times, right? I mean, there are some very, very foreboding and very despair-like scenes and very dreadful. It doesn't scare us per se, but I can't lie. I would have liked to have gotten the experience of seeing it at my mom's age for the first time to see what kind of effect it would have had on me. You know what I mean? So Godzilla Dominion puts the Kong species in a way stronger actual rival type light than whatever Godzilla vs. Kong did with Kong. If Kong's back then went to war with Godzilla, clearly they could match them. All right. I mean, Marvel is doing their What If series this summer. What if scenarios would you like to see play out in the Godzilla series? What if Ghidorah had won? That would be really, when you think about it, can you imagine the kind of devastation across the planet if Ghidorah had won? Like, what would be the follow-up plan to that? You'd have a dead Mothra, a dead Godzilla, no monsters. I mean, that's when you build the Jet Jaguar, Rob, did you see the aircraft carrier bomb test a few days ago? No, I did not. Yeah, I am ready for Godzilla Singular Point this week. I think it comes out, so not tomorrow, Thursday? Yeah, so I'm definitely going to watch the whole thing that day. Rob, are you still going to do the art? Yeah, we're going to do that Friday, Severio. So we're going to do it. Rob, Apex would have rised up with their Mechagodzilla prototype. Yeah, Mechagodzilla would have turned out to be the real hero, huh? Since Apex was developing it before 2019, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this is like the mid-season, right? Isn't it like 6 episodes, Loki? Yes, the Godzilla was younger, but at the same time, that took place after Godzilla trapped Ghidorah in ice. All right. Ooh, sorry about that. We disconnected for a minute there. Luckily, you're reconnected fast enough before YouTube cut me off. Hi, Rob. Happy to watch Scooby crossover with Courage. Top excited. Okay. You'll see a clip of Mechagodzilla in Singular Point. Rob, USA tested our new aircraft carrier against a massive bomb. It's here on YouTube, but plays into what you were saying about China. Oh, I got to check that out. All right, I'm pretty sure if I put it in the search engine, it'll pop right up. What's going on in Israel? Yeah, it has been a while. I haven't seen you here in a minute. No, he wouldn't. Kong fought Godzilla in groups to fight one Godzilla. A 1v1 fight against Godzilla. Kong dies. I saw that video. You did? I gotta see it. 33 Kong roars at 54 Godzilla. Godzilla takes one step. Squash. Godzilla stops and looks under his foot. Godzilla's inner thoughts. I stepped on something. Godzilla then scrapes off Kong's remains. Predictions for Loki tonight? Well, I won't be watching it tonight. I'll be watching it early tomorrow, but yeah, I don't I really can't call it right now. To be honest with you, I really have no predictions. It's been pretty unpredictable so far. So, Loki himself somewhat is unpredictable, right? Because he's got a good heart, but he always decides to do the wrong thing. So, I mean, we all know, I guess, at the end of the day, he'll come off doing something good, but I think he'll set it up so that he does something good and he comes out on top with something mischievous. I also think that this particular group, the TVA, is it? The Time Variant Association, whatever it's called. I don't think they're all that good. Like, I'm not 100% convinced that this is like a good organization. Like, I have my doubts about the whole thing regarding that. Like, I was giving it some thought. Like, yeah, Loki's a conflicted bad guy. That's why he's one of the best villains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But this new thing that they've introduced, it kind of counters everything that they've built up to this point. I think they're using it primarily to set up Kang the Conqueror. It wouldn't surprise me if he shows up at some point. But yeah, they do seem kind of sketchy to me. There's something about this whole thing where they control one timeline, and because Loki says it in the show, he's like, I'm paraphrasing, but he essentially says, you're telling me that I can't make a choice that's going to affect, like, I basically have no freedom or no free will to do, like, I am destined for, like, that kind of goes against everything that they've kind of set up in the MCU. So I think this time variant thing is a false flag. I don't think they're all that good. I really don't. But we'll see. I could be completely off base. All they want is to stabilize the timeline. Yeah, those TVA employees are definitely mind-wiped variants. This series, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and new Spider-Man movie. Yeah. Dangerville videos were theories. They don't talk about it in the novel, comics, or art book, nor has the director said anything. So what lore exactly? Well, what Dangerville's been doing is they've been taking all the lore and they've kind of been speculating, because I mean, it's the kind of content I guess all Godzilla creators should be doing. I did it for a little while until I just couldn't do videos for a while anymore. Like, I started off doing some videos based on the books, but I was actually talking about the actual, like, stuff that the book was telling. Like, Dangerville seems to be taking some of what's in the books and taking it a little bit out of context. At least their last video did that, where they said that Mothra was present. Like, that video was a little bit out there. Like, I was like, okay. Like, I get what they were trying to say, but I don't think Mothra is... the idea of Mothra being present in Godzilla vs. Kong is, I think, clearly not, but they're not saying it's necessarily the case. Their theory is that she was. I don't see it personally, but look, they're entitled to their theory. So, and look, the whole point is to get clicks and views. There's nothing wrong with that. Rob, I'm a big G fan, but it would be cool to see a solo movie of Kong where he's old and beast looking on Hollow Earth. Well, you're definitely gonna get a Kong Hollow Earth movie. I think that's pretty much, I mean, it's not confirmed obviously, but that's my opinion. I think we will get a Kong Hollow Earth movie. Yeah, it has. Those first 2 episodes have been really good. Loki should have snuck some Infinity Stones into a timeline. The Dangerville's turning the lore into fanfics. Yeah, I mean, again, they're entitled to their interpretation of what they're reading. I think I think they've made it pretty clear that this is their opinion. And some people's opinions are always going to be out there. Mine was, right? Everybody laughed at me when my opinion was that Mechagodzilla was disguised, but I wasn't going to run away from it, even though I knew it was probably wrong, but I went with it. So, everyone does it. Rob, are you aware that Godzilla was beaten by an ancient Kong? Dominion talks about it. That makes Godzilla 1 in 1. Okay. I'm living in the here and now. So there's more Kongs in there were a species of Godzilla. That was a war that was stated in the movie. It's a rival species. Rob, I think that test on our aircraft carrier was something suspicious towards China. Maybe it's probably showing them that, hey, look, we're ready for your bullshit. I got to check the video out, though. Martha would have been out of place in that movie. Yeah. Why didn't the TVA intervene in Endgame? Well, I guess according to them, that's how it was supposed to play out. Why would they? They said in the show, because I think Loki said the same thing, and they said in the show that that's how it was meant to go. I think had the Avengers not returned the stones, then TVA would have gotten involved. But the fact that they returned the stones to their proper timelines, that's why TVA didn't get involved. I just assumed that the T-Rex is bulked up ever since it's in the wild. Rob, the Kongs evolved from the Godzilla species. Okay. Having to answer so many questions in such little time. 3 Warbats versus Destroyer. I don't know. Whoever you think wins. I'm really not doing monster versus monster questions anymore. It always turns into a long debate that I just have no interest in getting involved in. Well, no, it makes it 2-0 because that ancient Kong isn't this Kong. Right. Major plot holes in Endgame. They meant Godzilla versus a Kong, not Godzilla versus this Kong, so it's 1-1. I don't know what you guys are getting at. This is so random, but isn't it crazy how movies or TV shows portray sharks as the top apex predator of the ocean, but it's actually killer whales? Yeah, I'm not sure how those statistics run. I always believed that it would be sharks, but yeah, killer whales do a lot of killing. I just don't see them killing humans very much. And when they have done it, it's been accidental. I think that's why sharks always get the short end of the stick when it comes to being represented as the apex predator, because you don't really hear about killer whale attacks on beaches. And even shark attacks are very rare. The media makes it seem like it's a lot, but it is rare. But it does happen more than killer whales attacking humans. And I think that's why. Killer whales are way smarter and drown the great white. It's insane. I thought changing the past didn't affect the future. I don't understand what you mean by that. Rob, did you hear about the man being swallowed by... Yeah, I did hear about that. That's insane. That is insane. I would have been scared out of my mind. Rob, do you prefer 2014 dorsal fins or 2019? I prefer 2014 because it's different. But I don't mind either or. But I do like the 2014 dorsal fins. In theory, Iron Man and Cap should have been taken to the TVA once they went back to the 60s. Well, if you watch the show, Mike, they explain that that's how it was meant to happen. That's why they didn't get involved. They know how they know how things are going to play out on the timeline. So because they know how it's going to turn out, there was no reason for them to go. They said on the show that the Avengers were meant for the events that involved the Avengers in Endgame played out the way that it was supposed to. In other words, they knew that was all going to happen. That's why they didn't get in. So I don't know if you understand that or not. But it says it on the show that that's how it's supposed to go down. So if they know that's how it's supposed to go down, there's no reason for them to show up. Rob, did you think Endgame was good? I thought Endgame was good. I just thought it was long. I see Robin still trying to swallow this hard pill of Kong. Now he's trying to say, he's trying to reason. Look, it's... This is why I didn't want to show the video. This is why I didn't talk about it any of my other streams, why I didn't share it or anything. Because I know how this starts. And the thing of it is I've known from seeing the movie, everything Adam Wingard said in that video didn't surprise me. Because if you watch the movie, if you truly watch the movie without any sort of bias, you can tell that this is not a match Godzilla has to worry about. Like, this is a walk in the park for him. It's a plot hole. You're saying there's a plot hole in the Endgame based on the Loki show? Wait, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. You're saying that the plot hole in Endgame is that the TVA didn't show up? So you just decided that that's a plot hole, even though they say on the show that that's how it was supposed to play out. Like, I mean, I get it; it's exposition, but I love how Kong was represented in Godzilla's Kong, coming from a Kong fan. I mean, he still had one of the most epic moments in the movie. I mean, he did a lot of work against Mechagodzilla, much more than Godzilla did. I mean, let's be honest. I'm curious why they didn't intervene when Cap stayed in the past with Peggy. I know they say the events are meant to play out that way, but that would create a new timeline. Well, technically, Steve should be in that timeline. That's where he's from. You know what I mean? That's why he was always called the man out of time. He didn't belong in our timeline. He belonged back in the past. Like, that's where he belongs. I think that it's pretty clear. Night, buddy.
What is that?
That's Mechagodzilla. You know that. I still have the thing up to order. They went back after Loki and they went back after Loki and Endgame took the Tesseract, which they said wasn't supposed to happen. So that would make what Cap and Tony did illegal, according to the TVA. It's a plot hole. No, it wouldn't make what they did illegal. It's what Loki did that caused that. So Loki is the source. That's why they went after him. I don't know if you understand that. Like, in other words, if Loki had not done what he did, which was take the Tesseract and leave, then Cap and Tony would not have had to have done that. So you have to go after the source of the problem. Now, the reason Tony and Steve, night, sweetie. The reason Tony and Steve weren't held accountable is because they were actually trying to fix the timeline, which they did. They still ended up getting what they needed in order to stop Thanos, and then in the end, still returned it to their original timeline. So the one thing that was left out of sync in that whole process was Loki. That's why they went after him. I mean, I think this is pretty clear. I don't understand like what part of this you don't understand. Like, you just watch the events play out. If you pay attention to their reasoning and what they're saying, they went after the source of the issue. So the reason the TVA doesn't need to get involved is because Cap and Tony are doing the legwork for them already. So I don't know if you understand that. Like, it's not hard. Like, I think you're just doing it because you don't like Marvel and you're a DC fanboy. So you're trying to you're trying to find a reason. Well, it's a plot hole. No, it's not a plot hole. It's pretty clearly stated that the problem is Loki. Loki should, like, let's say, for example, Loki didn't take the Tesseract and leave. Let's say it was Tony. Let's say Tony's in the suit of armor, like not like the police armor, and he decides to pick up Tesseract and say, you know what, I don't want to deal with this shit, I'm out. Then they would have went after Tony. You understand my point? So you go after the source of the problem. Now, had Tony and Steve not returned to the 70s to get the Tesseract to go back to the future, then I think the TVA would have gotten involved because they have to fix the timeline. But Tony and Steve already did that for them. So they don't need to do that. Then they can just concentrate on going after Loki. You're only using the logic of the show. Yeah, but you're yourself not being logical because you're not actually paying attention. Like, it's pretty simple. Like, I don't understand where you don't get this. I mean, everything you need to know is right there in the movie and in the show if you just watch and pay attention. I think you're just trying to be a prick about it. Like, there's no need. Look, it's okay. It's okay that you like DC more than Marvel, and look, you want to shit on Marvel all day, that's fine. At least admit it. You're trying to find a reason to talk about a plot hole that doesn't exist. because the source and the solution is right there in front of you. How can you argue that there's a plot hole when the solution to the problem is right there? Like, anyone can figure this out. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. You'd have to literally be retarded to think that this is an issue. What's sad, Reese, is that I have to actually explain something that I think everybody understands. Suicide trailer's out. Let me go check this thing out real quick. I'm not gonna put it on screen because then I'll get the whole copyright shit. Well, bless you, girly. Suicide trailer 2. Is that the trailer 2 that came out today? No, that's 2 months ago. 5 hours ago, Suicide Squad official trailer. All right, I'm gonna watch this, but I can't put it on screen, so just give me a second. I'm gonna lower this so I can check it out. Because everybody's saying how great it looks. So I'm still very, Okay, here we go. Okay. Putting Superman in the ICU with a kryptonite bullet? Like, were we ever gonna see that? When the fuck did this happen? Fucking kidding me. Already, you want to talk about plot holes? When the hell did that happen, Mike? You talk about Marvel's plot hole? They just said in the first 10 seconds of this trailer that he put Superman in the ICU with a kryptonite bullet. Are we going to see this? Is this going to play out? Fucking kidding me? All right, let's keep watching this bullshit. I like her as Miss Waller, though. Oh. She's such a good actress, that woman. Hold on, let me see this from... Rob, did you hear and see the director's cut? It's good. That's very good. Thank you for the 5. Said Thanos would have... You know that a lot of these goofy looking characters are there to die. Oh boy. Harley had to go number 2. It's wonderful. Oh my god. Project Starfish. Oh yeah, that's the kaiju. I gotta say, I do like a lot of the actors in this movie. Look. Harley Quinn tying something around a guy's neck and flipping him over? Come on. I mean, come on. She's like 90 pounds soaking wet and has no known superpowers. King Shark is cool. All right. I mean, it looks pretty good. We'll have to see. Like I said, I'll be indifferent. You know, the first Suicide Squad was garbage. It was hot trash. And I know that what's his name is directing this one. I forget his name was Gunn. Oh God, I can't remember his name. James Gunn. So we'll see. You know, he's a good director. You know, despite the fact that he loves kids. But I was watching the Suicide Squad trailer. Darkseid or Thanos? Who do you love and like more? Well, Thanos is a much better, at least, villain in terms of how they set him up. Darkseid, I mean, if you watch the extended cut, the Snyder cut, Darkseid he gets bitched out early in the movie. I mean, the Greek gods whoop his ass. So, like, what am I supposed to think of him? You know, I mean, will we ever see him? Will they ever do it? You know, will they ever set up Darkseid to be the big DCEU villain that he was meant to be? I mean, that's a young Darkseid. So, okay, so Mike's making I told you he was a DC fanboy. Now he's making excuses. But he was young. Yeah, I know. Okay. He was young. The guy had an arm. I mean, okay, Mike. Whatever lets you sleep at night. I mean, when your comeback is that's a young Darkseid, I think you kind of know where this is going. You know? I'm not saying he wasn't cool, Boston. What I'm saying is compared to Thanos, he got bitched out. You know what I mean? Thanos took almost the whole Avengers and then some to fight him in Endgame, okay? Darkseid almost got his arm cut off by Ares, and it was like 2 or 3 Greek gods that pretty much sent him back on the ship running like a bitch with his tail between his nuts. So, just saying, look, I'm just going by what they showed, okay? I'm only stating facts. They're not, and it's funny, I state facts, and people like Mike come back with, well, that's a young Darkseid. Okay, where did it say that? I saw the whole movie. They didn't say anything about Darkseid being young and inexperienced and any of that. Where are we going with this? Why is it that I represent facts and I talk facts, and your comeback is he's a young Darkseid? He didn't look very young, okay? He wasn't wearing a diaper, okay? He didn't have a baby bottle or boo-boo in his mouth. You know, he didn't have none of that. Where's this whole thing where he's young? Huh? Hey, listen, you want to talk about young? Thanos in Endgame was what, 5 years younger than he was in the first movie, and he almost whooped everyone's ass. So what's Darkseid's excuse? Are you kidding me with this shit? Yeah, I know. All right. All right, honey. Good night.
Night.
All right, you. Enjoy your... Look at her. She's like, you got the snacks? Mike Gonzalez, in Endgame, Hulk was the only reason why half the universe population returned, and you're calling him useless? This is Mike. You could tell Mike misses the streams because he's saying such dumb shit right now. Here's why people think Hulk was useless. People think Hulk was useless because he didn't get revenge on Thanos. That's really what it was. If Hulk would have had a 2-minute scene where he's fighting Thanos and he gets the upper hand, people would have been satisfied. People actually don't realize just how important Hulk was in the whole Avengers, in the whole series to some extent. I mean, in Endgame, he was the only one capable of bringing everybody back and surviving. Then people want him to get into this major fight with Thanos when half his arm is gone. Like, the guy just almost sacrificed his life to save the universe, and you want him to Hulk smash? Come on now. You got to remember, underneath the Hulk, it's still a human. Yeah, like, I like the fact that there's more to Hulk now than just Hulk smash. You know what I mean? Armored Wars is supposed to reference Iron Man a lot. Everyone was praising Iron Man and Spider-Man 2, but no one appreciates Hulk. Yeah, they only appreciate Hulk when he goes Hulk smash. It's pathetic because he actually has a decent storyline. Now, I will say there was more to his story that they had to cut out. And you can go out there and watch some of these extra scenes that give a little bit more context to the conflict he had within himself. And what a lot of people don't understand is the reason why when Bruce Banner came back, Hulk didn't want to come out was because when he was out in space, I forget the name of the planet, but when he was on that planet where he was like a gladiator, he was accepted. The people loved him. On Earth hated him. The last thing he remembers when on Earth was what happened in Age of Ultron when he went Berserker Barrage. That's one of the reasons why he left. And that's why when he came back to Earth, he refused to come out. Now, I think that context is explained in deleted scenes. I also think that them cutting it is understandable because that should also, if you follow the story, this is all about why, despite all the great eye candy in all these Marvel movies, if you actually pay attention to the story, it makes absolute sense why Hulk wouldn't want to show his face when he comes back to Earth. If you pay attention to the last time he was on Earth, which was Age of Ultron. And I think that's the problem a lot of people have with these Marvel movies. They don't actually pay attention to the stories behind all the glamour and glitz and eye candy. The last time Hulk was on Earth, he nearly destroyed the city and killed people. Why would he want to show himself when he returns? Especially after he came to a place that loved and accepted him for who he was. Again, it's common sense. All you got to do is pay attention to the story. And this is why I think Hulk is a lot better off. This is why I think Hulk's story is a lot better than people give it credit for. It's unfortunate that people are complaining about the Hulk simply because they want to see him smash and not understanding that one of the greatest things about the Hulk is the story of the struggle of Bruce Banner and the conflict with him and the Hulk. That is really what makes Hulk awesome. Yeah, it's great when he smashes, don't get me wrong, but what truly makes him a great character is the conflict between Bruce Banner and the Hulk himself. And I think that was represented pretty well between his story in Age of Ultron and Avengers Endgame. Sakar, thank you, paleontologist. Rob, do you like Jurassic Park? I recently started to watch the movies again, and yeah, Jurassic Park is great. Have you ever watched the 1970s Hulk TV series? Yeah, with what was it, Bill Bixby, and then Lou Ferrigno playing the Hulk? Yeah, those are great. A little cheesy sometimes, like the time Thor showed up, but it's kind of cool when you think about it. Like him and Thor fought in like the first Avengers, and then they fought again in Thor Ragnarok. But back in the old TV show, they also fought each other and also worked together. Rob, did you see the extended teaser footage of Jurassic World Dominion? I just saw the teaser footage. Have I ever watched Terminator 2? Who hasn't? That's pretty much the best Terminator movie out there ever. Everything after Terminator 2 is absolute trash. Are you excited for Jurassic World 3, the new teasers? Again, somebody asked me this earlier. I'm not excited, but I'm not going to not watch it. I'm indifferent. Like, I'm getting a little burnt out with Jurassic Park stuff. But at the same time, if it's done well, because the second one wasn't that great. Jurassic World was good. The second one wasn't that great. And now this one, let's hope they can bring it back. Do you think Venom 2 looks whack by the trailer? Because I do. Again, I'm not... I will say this. I was surprised how good the first Venom was. It's not to say it was a good movie, but it's not nearly as bad as I thought. The second one looks very campy, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to give any movie a fair shot. You know? If I got to judge it based on just what I saw, it looks a little campy, but it doesn't look horrible. Yeah, Terminator 2 was the last movie of the series. I agree. I did see Terminator Dark Fate. I did see that. They were showing it for free on Amazon Prime, so I wanted to check it out. I was like, it's free. I think it would have been better. Here's the thing. I didn't like the movie simply because they destroyed the original timeline, and the timeline in the future is something complete. Well, I don't know if I'm spoiling this for people. I'm sure a lot of you either saw it or don't care. But the future in Dark Fate is not Skynet. It's a completely different AI called Legion. They pretty much wipe out the whole story that is Terminator 2 and Terminator. Like, they completely changed the timeline. So Skynet was indeed stopped, but then there was another AI, and I forgot in the movie how they explained this AI came to be. But their Terminators, while they look similar, are very, very different. Like, the Terminator in this movie is like Noob Saibot from Mortal Kombat. He's got like a familiar, so he can split into two. And then there's one that's like a little bit thinner, and it looks like a Terminator but thinner and smaller. And then you have the regular Terminator, which was played by that Spanish guy. I forget his name. Good actor. I mean, he's a good actor. He was Ghost Rider in the Shield Agents of Shield show. But and even the girl who played the enhanced human, like, she did well too. See, I mean, again, the issue with this movie, issue with a lot of these movies, not necessarily actors, it's the story. It's like they're trying so hard to make such a good Terminator movie that they're actually stripping it down and ruining what made Terminator so good, you know? So Dark Fate was fun action, like most action movies are, but I do not like what they did with the whole shredding of the story and all this other shit. Yeah, it's just not cool. It was just, I mean, you're just making, it's like, just stop at this point. You know what I mean? It's like, just stop, you know? And then the girl who's like the new John Connor, her becoming this elite leader, I'm not convinced. The way they do it in the movie, like when they show you how she becomes that and they show you her journey while they're trying to protect her, I'm not convinced that she could become. Like when you saw John Connor in Terminator 2, he could handle himself, right? He was very self-sufficient. You know, I mean, illegal, but he was self-sufficient. He wasn't necessarily afraid. He was very much involved in trying to do whatever he could, right? I want to go say, like, he was willing to go into danger, like to save his mother and things like that. So you could see that development later, that he could become a leader, that he's got the balls enough at least to get into danger. This chick, not at all. Not at all. And then when they do try to do that, it's kind of out of nowhere. And it's like, I'm just not sold on this. I'm just not sold. So yeah, Dark Fate was, you know, if you want good eye candy and action sequences, because the Terminator, the guy who plays the Terminator is great. That part of the movie I enjoyed. And Sarah Connor I enjoyed. But all the other, the story was horrible. This whole thing with Terminator, it was just an excuse to bring Arnold back. The idea that the Terminator, once they complete their mission, they shut down, and it is just stupid. Then suddenly he gets married, and you know, and they explain that he doesn't have sex with his wife. It's completely absurd. Completely absurd. The I Won't Be Back line in Dark Fate was a huge... I know, it's so stupid. Rob, besides Godzilla and Marvel, what are your other favorite franchises? You seem to be very interested in Terminator. Yeah, I love Terminator. Terminator, The Predator, you know, Aliens. I like all that stuff. The problem is that beyond, like, for example, like Terminator, beyond Terminator 2, everything else is shit. So it's not worth talking about to me. Aside from Aliens, everything else after Aliens is garbage. So it's like, you know, I saw Prometheus. I thought it was hot garbage. I didn't see this Alien Covenant. I had no interest. You know, Predator, I saw the new Predator movie and I was very disappointed. You know, I like Alien versus Predator, the first one, to a degree. It's not as violent as I think a lot of people expected, but it's not that bad. The concept was cool. I think the execution in certain areas were pretty bad. I think because I read the Predator comics, I'm a little bit more forgiving, because a lot of people didn't like the idea of the woman teaming up with the Predator, but that actually happens in the comic. Because if you understand the Predator just doesn't kill people, especially if they're not armed. And the Predators are not stupid. You know, the Predator knows in that moment, okay, look, I think of this human as inferior, but I'm up against what? A dozen or more aliens, and two heads are better than one. Even if she does 5% of what I can do, that's more than enough. You understand? Like it's just there's certain, you know, to me that's how I see it. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't see it that way. They want the instant gratification of the predator just shredding shit all over the place. I like to think of the predator as more than just a biomechanical alien that kills shit violently. I like to think of them as aliens that can think and can process. And they've shown proof in the movies that they can. So the idea that he would be willing to team up with a human at that moment, I mean, they even say it in the movie, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. The guy said that. And that's why, and I think the predator would process that the same way. I can go at this alone, and maybe he's thinking that the human is so inferior. Okay, maybe she can be a bait. You know, you don't know. So it's like when I saw them team up in the movie, it didn't bother me. I thought it was actually pretty cool because I remember reading the Predator comics and that happened. So, did you like Predators? They were much more violent than the regular ones. Yeah, but just if you like just the violence, I guess fine. But I like the lore and like the thing that's great about the first movie and even to some extent the second movie in the Predator series is that you learn more about the Predator and their thought process and how they think and what their beliefs are, you know. To just put them out there to be violent monsters is not impressive to me. Like the original Predator movie, and like I said, to an extent, the sequel represented the Predator as more than just a killing machine. And I think that's where a lot of these new Predator movies are falling short. They're not showing like, why not make a movie where the Predator is a kind of like a hero, an unsung hero? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. You know what I think would be cool, and it wouldn't be popular, and it would fail. I'll be honest, but I would love to see an Alien versus Predator movie, like you said, Aztec in space. The only difference is don't have any humans, and for us to be able to understand, I would subtitle the alien talking. I mean, the Predators talking, not the aliens. The aliens don't talk, but the Predators can communicate amongst themselves. So why not just have a full subtitle movie of the Predator versus the aliens, and we see like maybe 2 or 3 predators. You know, they go to a planet and they realize it's overrun with aliens. They've already kind of established that aliens and predators have a history, so they feel that on this planet before they leave, they have to terminate all the aliens that are there. And throughout the movie, you just have 3 hero predators hunting down aliens and communicating. And I would love that. And you can make it as violent as you want. You got no human interference. Nah, no human interference. Humans are very hit and miss in movies where there are other species. You know what I mean? Oh, did I? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Boston. The 2003 Hulk took some elements from the comic in terms of why he gets so big. That's kind of how it happens in some of the comics, where the angrier you get, he bigger and stronger he gets. But unfortunately, that Hulk looked very ridiculous. They tried to make that Hulk very much like a comic Hulk without trying to put some realness to it. I mean, he had that neon green color. He looked absolutely ridiculous. It was such a bad movie. I did like Alien vs. Predator Requiem. I did actually. But the bad thing about that movie is it's hard to see a lot of what's going on. Rob, are you going to give us extra time due to you being gone last week? I don't plan on it, but you know, if we're still in a good conversation by 10 or 5 to 10, I'll stick around. But I'm going to be streaming every day this week, so we'll see how things go Friday because I got to go back to the dentist, but I'm not expecting it to be horrible. So, oh my God, the Hulk dogs are so bad. The fucking poodle, oh my Lord. What ridiculousness. No. What's Thursday stream? I still haven't done the Scientology one. But we'll see. I might change it up. Well, it might have to be changed because that's the day Singular Point comes out. I don't know if I'll watch every episode by the time the stream starts, but I'll certainly try. What is it, 13 episodes, half hour each? Should be able to pull that off. Okay, so I should be able to get that. That's like 3 episodes an hour. Yeah, I should be able to pull that off by the time I get stream started. So yeah, so Thursday we won't do like wacky conspiracy or fringe topics. We're gonna do singular point conversation. Rob, what did you think about the Ghost Rider film with Nicolas Cage? I actually liked it. It's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. But that's just because I'm so desperate for a Ghost Rider movie that's good. So I kind of hang on to that one. What do you think about the X-Men? I think overall the X-Men series is good. I still think X2 and I think X2, X-Men First Class, and Days of Future Past are probably the best ones. Do you think that the Kevin Feige era Marvel could remake 2003 Hulk movie better? Oh, no doubt. I have no doubt they can. But the problem is they can't. They can only use Hulk in an ensemble movie. They can't do a solo Hulk movie because Universal technically still has the rights to that. Should Nick Cage be the MCU Ghost Rider? No, I don't think he should. If he was, I'd be okay with it. But I think they'll cast somebody younger. Nicolas Cage, unfortunately, is like he's kind of fallen off. Like he's still in movies, but if you notice now, he pretty much signs up for any movie that he gets offered. Rob, would you want Kong to step his game up the next movie? I guess. You know? Yeah, I wouldn't mind Robbie Reyes again, to be honest. Rob, Green Goblin versus Hobgoblin. Who do you like better? Me personally, Hob. I'm still a Green Goblin person. Nicolas Cage made me appreciate Ghost Rider more. Man, Ghost Rider is one of my favorite like I do like a lot of the regular Marvel characters that we all know and love. But growing up, I was a big fan of a lot of B and C tier Marvel characters. Ghost Rider was one of them. Moon Knight, Darkhawk, even Wonder Man. Like I liked reading Wonder Man. I still have my Wonder Man issue #1. What other like B character? I like She-Hulk. I like She-Hulk. So I'm looking forward to the She-Hulk series. Hopefully it's not too woke. Blade. Although I didn't have Blade comics. I got into Blade much later. It was more the movie than the comic. See, what other B characters, C characters? Obviously Black Panther in the comics was not an A-list character like he is in the movies. He was more like a B and C tier character, but still very cool. Who else? There's more, but those are some of the top ones that I used to read as a kid. Why doesn't Universal do a similar deal Sony did with Spider-Man? Well, they probably did to a certain extent, and maybe they're just happy with the money they're collecting. I want to see Wesley Snipes cameo in that MCU Blade project. Yeah, I'm hoping he gets the same role that what's his name had. I forget the name of the guy that took care of him in the first 2 movies. He died in the second movie, I believe. I forget the character's name, but I'm hoping Wesley Snipes gets that role. That's the role I think he should get. Whistler, yeah. I'm hoping he gets the Whistler role. I think that would be appropriate. Rob, did you hear about this shape-shifting killer octopus Russian soldiers have found? No? All the crazy shit comes out of Russia. No, I didn't actually. Actually, he died permanently. Oh, it was Blade 3? Okay. I thought it was Blade 2 for some reason, but okay, Blade 3. Rob, what do you think about the Power Rangers in general compared to other superheroes? I like the Power Rangers. I mean, they're not too much different. You know, they have superpowers with their suits. I mean, they're different in the sense that they have these machines they drive and they fight big monsters, but otherwise they're not too dissimilar. I mean, they can't fly or anything, but they have superpowers when they're in the suits. Very near future, Boston. It's coming out next year, the movie. I'll always take Voltron. Voltron is just insanely dope. Actually, I want to get a Voltron figure. There's a new one that's coming out. You can actually separate it and everything, and it looks cartoon accurate. Like literally looks exactly like the cartoon. I was like, whoa. Like it doesn't look bulky like some of the older ones where they just kind of designed it in such a way where they can just, now it looks sleek. It looks good. I'm going to get it. Yeah, because there's also the Cars Voltron, which was, what was it, like 20 cars made of Voltron? It was like a team of 5. Like the team of 5 cars made one leg, team of 5 cars made another leg. I don't know if you guys ever watched that. I used to watch that one as a kid. It only came on Telemundo TV. It was only on Spanish TV. It was never shown on American channels. I only used to watch it. I was only able to watch it on Spanish TV. But the vehicle Voltron was awesome. No, we're not going to do nukes today. But we will do nukes later on this week. There actually is a giant killer calamari, I think, made by Russia. Made by Russia? Well, that's insane. I have the whole original Voltron series on my computer. A buddy of mine gave it all to me on like video files like a couple of years ago. Will you have a live stream this Friday? The Pentagon is going to release documents about the UFO on Friday. We'll see if it's new stuff and good stuff, which I'm not expecting. Yeah, definitely. That's what it seems like according to what I'm reading. Yeah. All right, so nobody reached out to me about a better price point for this Mechagodzilla, so I'm going to order it. So give me a second here, because it's already 9:40. One of you guys would have showed me a different link by now. So I am going to buy this. $387 with free shipping. So I'm going to buy it. All right. I'm very happy about this purchase, because obviously the other place where I thought I ordered it, they didn't actually have it. They emailed me. So I wish they would have told me sooner. It's very slow to get back with emails. Okay. La 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 la. We're gonna pay. Okay. Okay. Just bear with me here while I put in my information. Obviously, I'm not going to show it on screen because, you know. All right. Give me a second here. I'm about to be the proud owner of a 1975 Mechagodzilla X Plus. Very, very happy. Very, very happy. You guys know I've wanted this for a long time. Okay. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. Mm-hmm. Do. All right. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm finally about to get this. Shipping is free. Unfortunately, tax puts it over $400, but that's to be expected. But this is a credit write-off at the end of the tax season, so so I'll get that tax money back and then some. Yay! It's ordered. I'll be getting a new Mechagodzilla early July. Very happy. Very, very happy. Wow. All right. Oh my God. And there it is. There's my confirmation just so you guys can see it. Let me just make sure there's no personal information. Well, there's my address there, so sorry, we're not going to show it then. Oh man. So I actually spent a lot of money this week because since I would start work soon, I bought a lot of clothes. So in my state of pain, when you're in pain and you're just feeling dread and despair, you just do things that make no sense. So I randomly applied for a credit card last week and got approved for a credit line of $20,000. So I spent about $400 in clothes, and I just bought my X Plus on my credit card. So, I kind of have to spend another $1,000 because I like to keep my credit. I have now 3 credit cards. So here's a little tip for you guys. If you want to improve your credit score, if you ever have a credit card, always keep 10% of the total credit limit spent on your account. Pay it off every month, but make sure it stays at 10%. Never put it at 0. I know it sounds crazy, but not to say you shouldn't. Put it at 0, but the reason you keep 10% on your credit card every month and you always pay it on the due date, never after, never before, on the due date, pay the fee. Make sure you always keep it at 10%. So if you have like a $1,000 credit card, you always want to make sure you have $100 spent minimum. Is that 10%? Yeah, it is. So if you have like 200 on the card, make sure you pay it down to 100. You know, if you have 300 on the card before your due date, even though it says minimum payment like $50, pay it down to 100. Always keep your credit card by the time your due date is at 10%. By the time your due date comes, make sure after you pay it, you have 10% of credit used on your credit card, whatever the total is. Why? Because the amount of credit you get in terms of points that you get for keeping it that way is astronomical. I'm talking like 20 or 30 points. My credit was really bad up until maybe, and it was really because of student loans. Student loans and because I had no credit cards. I was actually really big against credit cards. And I saw a credit consultant like back in October, and she told me you need to have credit cards. She was like, you should have 3 or 4 credit cards. So ever since I got, this is now my 3rd, ever since I got the other 2, my credit score went from, starting in December, my credit score went from like 590. I'm at 720 now. And the only thing I did was add 3 credit cards and keep them all at 10%. My student loans has already been rectified. And all my other stuff is, you know, I pay like my car loan, I pay that on time. Everything else I pay on time. So the 3 credit cards alone jumped my credit score almost 200 points. No, not even, about 130 points. So there's a quick tip for you. I learned this from that consultant because when me and my wife were shopping for a house, we wanted to make sure that we had decent credit. My wife was good. I knew that I was bad. Even though I paid everything on time, I knew I was bad because of my credit loans, but my student loans. But the lady actually told me, no, you're bad because you got no credit cards. She was like, credit cards make a great portion of your score. And if you keep your balance at 10% of your total credit limit, you'll get like 20 points every month. And sure enough, I started doing that, and boom, 722 is my credit score now. So
Bobby Reynolds tipped $5. Hey Rob, have you watched FMEX YouTube channel where they grab other people's video and do some editing and it's live they are talking to each other?
I've seen videos like that. I don't think I've seen the specific one you're talking about. So anyway, so this card is a $20,000 credit. Now, even with this card, if I didn't have a job coming to me, I wouldn't have done this. I would have just kept it at 0. But since I'm working now, I'm like, all right, well, this will increase my credit score more. I got to spend $2,000. So I bought clothes because I needed clothes for work. And, well, you know, I've been wanting that Mechagodzilla, and rather than, you know, put it on my cash, I said, all right, I'll put it on my credit card. I said, so, yep. Got my Mechagodzilla. And I still got $1,000 to spend. So maybe I'm going to look for that Voltron. Maybe I'll look at. Oh, believe me, my wife real quickly took advantage when she saw that credit limit. She was like, I need bras and I need a new bathing suit. So of SH Ultimate increased on Amazon. It's now 150. I believe it because everybody's pre-ordered it already. Yep, you need a credit card, especially if you want to get loan for a car or buy it. Yeah. I don't like, look, I've never been a fan of credit cards. That's why I've never had one prior to now. But now that I know how important they are, I got, the first two I got are very cheap. Like one is like $200 and the other one's like $300. And I just keep 10% on those. Like I might buy lunch like today I bought lunch for everybody. So that's the 10% on one card. And then I'll pay the minimum and I'll keep it at 10%. And boom, man, my credit score has been jumping. It's crazy. I've never seen the credit score move up that high so fast. You know what I mean? So now I got this one. I'm like, well, I got to put 10% on it. So I got to spend at least $2,000. So I bought a lot of clothes for work, a lot of new, you'll see, because I also bought some new t-shirts. So you're going to see me wearing new t-shirts like next week. And I got them all. I got a Superman t-shirt. I got a Iron Man Stark Industries t-shirt, Star Labs t-shirt. I got all these t-shirts that I like to wear on stream and just to kind of knock around. So yeah. And then I bought my wife some stuff. And well, the kids always get stuff first. They got all their summer clothes a couple of months ago. So Rob is like Mr. Moneybanks from Spyro. I wish. I'm trying to get there. I'm doing the crypto thing, and this market that we're in right now has been so good for me. I've bought so much crypto in the last month. I've accumulated so much crypto. I've got about $10,000 worth of Bitcoin now. I've got $2,000 worth of Cardano. When this market recovers, oh my God, the amount of profit I'm going to make is so insane. And I'm going to take some profits for sure. If I can make money on a regular, once I make money on a regular basis doing crypto trading, I'll probably quit. Well, I don't know if I'll quit my job because I'm making a lot of money at my job too. I just want to accumulate. I just want to retire when I'm 50. That's the whole idea. I just want to retire when I'm 50 years old. You know what I mean? Oh, there you go. Oh my God. Millennial Yoda just sent me a video of his Mechagodzilla with the flashing eyes. I can't wait to get this shit now. Why'd you do that? I don't know if I can wait till early July now, man. Rob, Josh is right. The killer squid thing is real. You should look it up. I'm going to have to now. My favorite Looney Tunes character? I've always liked the Tasmanian Devil. Has always been my favorite. Oh, the Voltron. Yeah, let's check this out. Hold on. Yeah, Big Bad Toy Stores is where I saw it too. Hold on here. Yeah, that's the one. It's in. Oh my God, it's so much money. It's more than the. It's more than the Mechagodzilla. Holy shit. Now, I mean, can I really spend almost $1,000 on stream? Look at this shit though, guys. Look how beautiful this is. It's TV accurate. Look how absolute, and you can separate them. You can kneel it. Look at this. Oh God. Oh my God. I gotta get it. Oh. Oh my God. It's so TV accurate. Look at this. Dude, if you saw it, look, when I grew up, the Black Lion was like, let me show you, hold on. Give me a second here. I'm going to show you a picture of the Black Lion that they made back in the 80s when they tried to sell this. You're going to see how ugly and bulky it was. '80s. I'm sure I can find it. Okay, here it is. I want to show it from like the front. This is like a remake of it, but look how bulky this shit is. Hold on. Let me save the image first because you won't be able to see it from this angle. But look how bulky the old 80s This is a remake. This is actually recent, but this is what the 80s one looked like. Look how bulky this shit is. Compared to the one I just showed you. The one I just showed you is TV accurate. This is the bulky shit that they came out with back in the day. Oh my God, this Voltron. All right, but I'm not gonna jump the gun here because look at this. Look at this. Look how TV accurate that is. That is what it should look like. The fact that you can sit them down like that. Oh my God. They even got the ears right. The fact that he can kneel like that is incredible. Look at that. It looks so fucking cool. And I had been, when I moved up here back in August, I started looking for a Voltron. And 16 inches, made from POM and ABS plastic. So it is plastic. That's expensive for plastic though. Includes 5 articulated lions that can form into Voltron, sword, and shield. Each lion transforms separately into their own anatomy. That's what it is too. You're getting like 5 figures out of this. 5 lion figures, shield, and sword. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else for a cheaper price though. Just in case. Because Big Bad Toy Store does tend to be a little expensive. I always find that they're a little bit more expensive on that site than other places. Not by much. But it's, yeah, it looks like it's pretty much retail everywhere like that. eBay's got it selling for like $550, which I'm not doing that. Yeah, and even Amazon, it's almost $600. So, yeah. But man, it looks so good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get it, guys. I got to. This item qualifies for a $4 flat shipping rate. It's in stock. Rob, I heard there were Russian warships 30 miles off the coast of Pearl Harbor today and practicing to try and track down a big aircraft. Yeah, that they've been doing that for a while now. They were off the coast of Pearl Harbor last week. There's a vehicle one too? Oh no. James just wants me to spend money on stream today. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. Oh, and it breaks down into the vehicles. Oh my God, no way. Check it out, guys. Oh my God, this is insane. Look at this. I can't. Oh, cool, Cosner. I already have the game though, but yeah. No, I'm not a collector. There's just certain things I want, and I want Voltron. I've been wanting Voltron for a long time. Oh my God. Well, look, I'm not gonna go ham. I can only order one. So I'm not gonna go ham. I can only get one. I already got to make a Godzilla. I don't want to go too crazy. So we're gonna get the other Voltron. All right. Where is it? There it is. We're gonna get this one. It's so gorgeous. I don't even know if I'd want to detach it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I would be willing to take it into lion form. I need to find room to put this shit. Yeah. I know. James is trying to get me to that $2,000 threshold real quick. Go to Awesome Collector. It costs $349. Really? I hope they have it. How much is the shipping though? That's the question. Because at least on Big Bad Toy Store, the shipping's only $4. Um. Voltron. All right, there it is. Is this the same one? I don't know if this is the same one. Oh, yeah, it is. Excuse me. Oh, no. No. Nope, it's not the same one. This has the bulky black lion. Yeah, we're not doing that. This has the bulk black lion. So it is a different one. So the one I'm looking at is the Voltron Ultimate X Voltron by Tonami. The one you're talking about is the Voltron Defender of the Universe Bandai Soul of Chogokin, which looks good up until you get to the Black Lion. Black Lion is the bulky shoulders. Yeah, we don't want that one. We want this one. Where's it at? There it is. Nope, that's not it. Too many pages open. All right. What the hell? Okay, I was gonna say. I hit add to cart and it said page failed. Rob, did you grow up watching Speed Racer? Would you ever get the Mach? No. No. Like I said, there's only certain things I want. You know what I mean? If I remember right, the Bandai one also has some problems breaking. Oh yeah? Yeah, we're not getting that one. We're getting this one because it's got the sleek black lion, which is what I like. I think I already have an account. Let me see. Actually, I do have an account here. Okay. Yep, I have all my information. I could pay an extra $17 to get it here by Monday. Flat rate shipping, 6 to 9 business days. I can wait 6 to 9 business days. All right. Give me a second here, guys. It's time to process the payment. I'm actually very happy. I've been wanting this thing for a long time. I feel like I need to really map out oh, that's weird. So the only two things left now are my singular point Godzilla and my Godzilla statue, which I'm not getting till next year. I'm gonna keep that on the slow payment plan. I think as I get closer to the release date of that statue, I'll probably, whatever the balance is, like a month before it comes out, I'll probably just pay off the balance. I'll just keep that as a regular payment plan for now. All right. Oh, tax is always a killer. And it's done. It's done. Well, we're going to have some fun unboxings in a couple of weeks. We're going to have some fun unboxings in I gotta reposition the camera. I gotta show this shit. Right, remember Shogun Warriors? No. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Mechagodzilla, Voltron, Ultima, and Hong Kong statue. Good luck finding space on the shelf. Well, this shelf back here, I'm talking about actually putting a shelf over here. Then I got to reposition my camera and center it so you can see this and you can see whatever I'm going to put here. So, man. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Especially considering I'm going to be getting the Mechagodzilla and the Voltron in a couple of weeks. So I'll have fun with that and holding it over until I get my singular point Godzilla later this year. And then later next year, I get the Godzilla statue. Oh my God. Nah, not videos. We're going to do unboxing live streams. I'll cut it into a video, but we're doing unboxing live streams. This is going to be fun. Rob, my 2 favorite franchises are Godzilla and Jurassic Park. Cool. Very cool. So I think I hit my spending threshold. So even though I have $8,000 left in the card, this is where I stop. I think, let me see. Did I get to my threshold? Let's see. Ah! You want to hear something funny? This is going to show you I didn't go too crazy before I bought these 2 figures. I'm still $800 away from my threshold. Any suggestions? I got to get to 2K. I got to keep my credits because you actually do lose credit points if you don't. Any other figures? No, let me stop. Even though I'm 800 away from my 2,000 threshold, I think that's enough. Why not a Kong figure? Hookers for the nation? Jet Jaguar X Plus. No, I'm gonna save that $800 for if I ever have a chance to buy a PS5. And by the time a PS5 becomes available, I would have probably paid off that balance. So Beast War Megatron, go for X Plus Veron. Are you crazy? Oh, you guys are suggesting a lot of stuff. Nah, I think I'll say, I'll save the 800 for an emergency. Believe me, this card will be paid off in 2 months. And then I'll have to find another $2,000 to spend. So maybe I will become a collector. How much is that? How much is that King of the Monsters Ghidorah? How much is that King of the Monsters Ghidorah, huh? Anybody know? Isn't it roughly around $800? Oh, 3K? Oh, no, damn that. Damn that. I'm not buying that shit for 3K. Did somebody say Master Grimlock? Is there such a thing? Is it on Big Bag Toy Store? Let's take a look. Let's just flirt. 'Cause I like Grimlock. Oh my god, a Grimlock statue? Oof. Does it transform though? Nope, it does not. So, not interested. It's cool that they make it look like the cartoon though. Excuse me. Check the price on Hobby Link Japan. Rob, are you having a singular point stream on Thursday or Friday? Probably Thursday. If I get to watch the whole show on Thursday, Thursday. If not, then Friday. No. I'm not going crazy. I'm not going crazy. Like I said, I got, in terms of what I need for work, I bought already. And I got 2 figures. So There aren't many impressive figures for Grimlock out there, to be honest. Yeah. Nah, it's cool. I got two. Look, I got 4 things that I absolutely wanted in terms of figures and stuff. I got my Mecha Godzilla. I got my Voltron. My Singular Point is coming, and the Godzilla Cat statue is coming next year. I think I'm set. Seriously. You know you want a Jet Jaguar figure. No, I don't actually. I actually don't. Nope. No, I'm good. I'm good with what I got. Did you ever get Godzilla vs. Kong in a physical copy? Not yet. I still don't have a 4K Blu-ray player, simply because, like I said, I've been waiting to get a PS5, and that's what I want to use as my 4K Blu-ray player. And there's no PS5s available. So I'm not buying DVDs or Blu-ray or 4K disc right now until I get one. So once I get one, I'll pick it up. But I have it on digital, so. It tends to fluctuate. It switches between Mechagodzilla and Ghidorah, Boston. Rob, do you like He-Man? I do. I actually can't wait to see that Netflix series. It actually looks good. I'm impressed. Hopefully it comes out around the time of Stranger Things and the last season of Ozark, so I can watch it all in one shot and then cancel my Netflix again. Netflix is too expensive. It's $20 a month for that shit. I'm not keeping that. I just want to watch everything I need to watch and get rid of it. Millennial Yoda's trying to bait me right now. He's trying to bait me. Look what he sends me. Mighty Kong. Yeah. Look what he sent me in a message. He's like, yo, check this out. No. I'm good. Thank you, though. He's trying to bait me. You bastard. Rob, did you hear that Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge is getting a sequel? You talk about the animated movie? If that's true, then yeah, that's cool, man. I still gotta watch it. He's trying to make me spend the money. It is a very nice figure, but I think I do want to buy one for my son. I think I want to get him an X Plus. Maybe for Christmas, I'll pick him one. I'll let him pick one, and then I'll try and get it for him. He'd have to tell me ahead of time, though, because these things, they come and go. So probably around August or September, I'll ask him which one he wants and then try and order it and have it by Christmas. Do I think Kong is Godzilla's most popular enemy? No. Not around the world. Maybe in America. Maybe now. But overall, no. I don't think so. I think his most popular enemy is probably Ghidorah. Rob, do you like Jurassic Park 3 and the Spino? I thought Jurassic Park 3 was pretty bad. Would you get any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures? Nah, probably not. What would be your reaction if he said he wants an X Plus Gorosaurus? I'd get it for him. I'd laugh, but I'd get it for him. I mean, he knows he wouldn't be able to play with it. Like, my son is really good at such a young age. Like, there's a certain portion of his toys that he won't play with because he knows they're worth more. And then, like, the Playmates toys, he plays with those. You know, he knows, he can tell, he knows based on how they feel and how heavy they are and the quality, he knows which ones he can play with and which ones, he can play with all of them, in my opinion. I don't care. But he tends to take better care of, like, the NECA Godzilla figures we got him. He doesn't really play with those. There's certain figures that he has that were like $40, $50 that he won't play with. And then the ones that are like $10, he plays with those. So I think he'd be responsible enough to have an X Plus. And I think it would blow his mind if he got one. So. Plus, he was pretty much a straight A student in school this year. which is insane. Oh, there it is. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't have too many figures. So I mean, this is probably as crazy I'm ever gonna get. I'm sure there'll be another figure or two that pop up in the future that I might want. You know, if the MonsterVerse continues, who knows? But for the most part, I'm very content with what I'm getting. I got my 2019 Godzilla. I got my 1984 Godzilla. I got the Godzilla statue coming next year. I got my Mecha Godzilla that I've always wanted, and then I have the Voltron coming. So I'm good. Don't mess with the kangaroo kicking dinosaur. No, the one I'm getting is the 1975 Mecha Godzilla. If they make them, I'm sure they will at some point. If they make an X Plus 2021 Mecha Godzilla, I might get it. Not 100% sure yet. Depends if it lights up or not. Maybe I will. Do you have the power? What do you mean? You're quoting He-Man? No, but He-Man has the power. Rob slowly becoming a collector? No. I'll admit to this. I'm a selective collector. Like, I'm not a collector. I'm not going to buy every figure out there, but if there's something specific that I like and that's well made, I'll get it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't see myself having a whole collection of different Godzillas. If these two are the only ones I ever own, I'm fine with that. But I definitely wanted a Mecha Godzilla from the 70s because that's my favorite Mecha Godzilla. And I think this is why Mecha Godzilla for me is probably his best enemy, because I haven't really, I mean, even though I mentioned it earlier, I was in jest, but I haven't really considered even getting a Ghidorah. You know what I mean? I always felt that Mecha Godzilla, even in the Toho series, gave Godzilla a much harder time than Ghidorah ever did. So that's why I consider Mecha Godzilla to be his ultimate nemesis. Yeah, give me a second. Yeah, Millennial Yoda's been trying to tempt me. Hold on, where's it at? How the hell? Hold on, I don't know why, but your messages aren't popping up here. Or are you doing it on Zoomers? Oh, you're doing it on Zoomers, that's why. Yeah, Millennial Yoda's trying to bait me. He's sending me all this shit like this. Look at this. That's his collection. So you got to diversify your collections. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to just get Godzilla stuff. Like I've always wanted to have stuff for people to look at. You know what I mean? Like other people do, but I don't want to just get anything. Like the Captain America shield, I got that because you guys know I'm a huge Captain America fan. You'll never see me get like an Iron Man thing. Not because I don't like Iron Man, but I'm not as big a fan. So, you know, stuff like that. It's got to be stuff that I specifically like. Like, I know there's collectors out there that get it just because they're a collector. And they get, like, you'll never see me get a Gorosaurus figure. You'll never see me get an Anguirus figure or Varan or any of that. Because I think that's what a true collector does. A true collector collects them all. Me, I'm going to be very selective in what I want. It's got to be gorgeous. It's got to be beautiful. That's why I wanted that statue. That statue is, yeah, it's expensive, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I just can't wait to display that. You know what I mean? I just can't wait. Look, when we buy a new house and we have a fireplace, that's the kind of figure I would actually put on my fireplace, like on the top. Like I'd actually put that there. I don't know how my wife would feel about that, but you know what I mean? It's just a beautiful piece. What about the Kong statue? Oh man, so funny. The Ultimate Fighter. Oh, I didn't know there was an Ultimate Fighter tonight. You know what I would consider getting too? like I also like the Smog Monster, and I know they have one, but I would like to get a Smog Monster where he's in that saucer form. If they had that, I would probably buy that. I would definitely like to buy that. The Smog Monster when he's flying around in that form, I would love to get that. What's going on, BBQ Ted? We're about to be flexing. Yeah, if they ever do, I'll get it. I'll buy that if they ever release that. Yeah, a flying Hedorah. If they ever did something like that, I would do it. If they do, someone will link it in chat. Trust me. I've also always wanted to have the Zillion saucer. I remember we found one, but it wasn't all that great. All right, peeps, search for Hedorah. Guys, give me 1 second. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. All right. See, I'm giving you guys bonus time. Rob Spanakno's money, his money's still sitting in my PayPal account. Make sure the toilet seat's down. Oh, I take care of the woman in my life. I sit down and pee. I'm just kidding. But I remember an ex-girlfriend of mine that I lived with wanted me to do that, and I was like, "The fuck out of here." I'm like, "You want me to sit and pee?" The only time I sit and pee is when I gotta pinch a loaf. Otherwise, if I just gotta pee, I'm standing. Sorry. I'll even make like a dog and lift my leg while I do it. Like, she told me that her mother had trained her father to sit and pee, so that way the seat stood down. And I was like, "What?" I'm like, "You're not training me." I said, "I can pee standing up. It's not my fault that you can't." Robert, you got a 98 figure? Nah, probably not. That's called a dog, not a marriage. I know. Japanese woman. Seriously, she was Japanese. Her mom was Okinawan. Her mother was Okinawan, so she was half Okinawan, half Italian. So she tried to get me to sit when I pee. So the seat never had it to be lifted, and I'm like, "The fuck out of here!" Like, I'm not gonna sit and pee. Well, yeah, but he was like madly in love. Like, according to her, he was madly in love with her and would do anything she wanted. I mean, she treated him good. I don't want to make her mom. Her mom was a wonderful woman, you know, but her daughter not so much. So it made me like, put it this way: if my wife had asked me, if she said, "Honey, would you mind?" I would do it, you know, because it's my wife. She takes care of me. My wife has been holding the fort the last 2 weeks while I was out of commission. I was in so much pain. I was miserable. My wife was walking the dog. She was cooking dinner. She was working. I mean, first thing I did when I felt better this week was I started cleaning the kitchen. And you know what I mean? That's what it's like. So if my wife came up to me and said, honey, would you mind? I would do it. Honestly, it's not a big deal. But my ex at that time, she was a bitch. So I didn't feel like doing things like that. You know, when they're not so good, you're not as compelled to do things like that. But my wife's an absolute sweetheart, and she's just the most awesomeness woman in the world. So I would sit and pee for her. That sounds so weird. Can you imagine confessing to a woman you love, baby, I'll sit down and piss for you? I mean, you know, my wife would take that as a sweet gesture, but we've been married for 10 years, you know, but if you're dating someone, don't say that. You know what I mean? Like, baby, I'll sit down and piss for you. Like, I know I should Seinfeld myself for that one. Sit down and piss for you, baby. No, I deserve it. Roll the credits. What happens if my daughter said that to you? What? Sit and pee? I don't know how I would react. I'd probably laugh at her. She'd probably laugh back. Honestly, Barbecue Ted, it feels that way. Me and my wife, we hit it off from day one. You know, we you just knew. You know, they say, I hate to sound cliche, but you just know. And it's so true. Like I never thought that to be true until it actually happened. But me and my wife are on point. And we get along so well. And it's odd because we don't have a whole lot in common. Like we don't like the same movies. We don't even like the same music. I drove my kids to school once and I took my wife's car and she has her Apple iPod connected with all her music. I couldn't find one song on there that I liked. Not one song. And I thought to myself, this is incredible. I don't like any of this music. And I can tell you right now, my wife doesn't like any of mine. So we don't like very many of the same movies. We don't like a lot of the same music. But we just click. We just click. We perfectly click. We get along great. You know, we've had our arguments, but they're so few and far between. And usually when we do argue, it's worth something. It's not over petty shit, right? So, but even then, well, we did have one petty argument once. It's a very funny story, actually. I think I might have told you guys. It was one time my parents came up for Easter. This is when my daughter was like maybe a year or 2 years old. And my mother bought me a Spanish dish called bacalao. It's basically codfish salad. It's like salted cod. And then you boil it to get some of the salt out. You break it down. It sounds bad. Like it sounds disgusting. It smells worse. It tastes so goddamn good. It's ridiculous. So I offered some to my wife and she was pregnant with my son at the time. So, and you know, I'm sometimes when I offer, I'll offer more than once. So I was like, hey honey, you want some of this? She was like, no. I was like, you sure? It's really good. No. So like the third attempt, she flipped on me. She got so mad and we got into this big fight. I'm like, yo, I'm just offering. And she's like, no. And then she left the house. I was like, but she was pregnant, you know what I mean? And I think it made her nauseous to the point that she was going to hurl. And she just wanted me to like, so yeah, it was pretty bad. So that's probably the pettiest argument we've had. But outside of that, we've only had like 2 major arguments. And like I said, it's usually worth it. Outside of that, we get along fine. My wife is very, very cool, down to earth, live and let live. I mean, I would, you know, there weren't too many times where I used to go out, but when I did go out, I come home at 3, 4 in the morning smelling like alcohol, and she'd wake up and say, oh, you drank? Did you have a good time? And then she'd roll over and go back to sleep. Never gave me a hard time. Now, granted, I didn't do that all the time. You know, it wasn't like I went out every weekend, but we don't, even when she went out, she'd go out with her friends and drink, and, you know, it's just cool shit. It's 100% ultimate trust, which I've never experienced in my life up until her. So it's amazing when you know you have somebody's trust like that, you're less inclined to go out and just have fun. It's weird. Like when my ex-wife, who had major trust issues, the more she questioned or always accused me of things, the more I wanted to get, because you want to get out the house from that shit. You want to get away. You think to yourself, well, she's already accusing me, so I'm just going to go out and have a good time. Otherwise, I'll stay in the house and I'll be miserable all day. But me and my wife, we're very content. Sometimes we do things not together, but we just like being together. Like I'll be here on my computer. Maybe I'm playing a game or maybe I'm doing some research and she'll be on her laptop and we'll occasionally talk to each other, but and then sometimes we'll lay in bed together and we'll talk. So, we just get along like that. We cook together, we do things together. But the things that we don't have in common, we don't try and force it upon the other. You know what I mean? Like she knows that I have certain things that are my thing, and like I like gaming. She's not big on gaming. So, but she's not going to infringe on my gaming. Like if I'm sitting here and geeking out for like 3 hours playing a game, she's going to let me do it. She doesn't bitch about not having time. And she's just very cool, live and let live, do your thing, and if she has a problem, she will tell me. It's not like she does it because she doesn't want to start a fight. If she has a problem, if I'm not providing enough attention or she wants to do something and, so. It's very yeah. So she's incredible. She is very, very much incredible. That is how a relationship should be. Exactly. It's too hard to find the right person in these times. It is, and oftentimes, sometimes you think it's the right person and it's not. I consider myself lucky. I don't think a lot of people get a chance to be with the person that they're meant to be with. That, even though me and her have so many differences, even food wise, I love dark meat. She loves white meat. So it's like we have to literally buy 2 separate types of chicken. Not that I don't eat breast meat, but I prefer like thighs and legs. She prefers just the chicken breast. You know what I mean? She likes turkey burgers. I like beef. She's much more healthier the way she conducts. You know what I mean? She doesn't really drink that much soda, like diet soda. Like she'll drink 1 bottle here and there. She's always drinking water. I'm always drinking iced tea. She has 1 cup of coffee in the morning. I have several cups throughout the day now. So, and the biggest bonus of them all, y'all know I like double D's. So, to me, it's a win-win. Okay. You guys got a half-hour bonus time. It's time for me to go. But this was fun. I did miss you guys. I know it's only been a week, but it does feel longer, right? It's crazy. Tomorrow, Thursday, we'll do Singular Point. If I manage to watch every episode, which I should be able to get 3 episodes in an hour. So, and I don't really have many things planned on Thursday other than I have to take a COVID test. I have to do a COVID test in live video in front of a doctor for my new job. Isn't that ridiculous? I literally got to sit here in the camera and I got to take a COVID test, a swab, so they see me do it, and then I got to mail it out. It's pretty stupid. I told them I got the vaccine, but I guess, doesn't matter. So, so Thursday we'll do Singular Point. I should be able to watch the whole thing before the stream, probably. You know what I'll do? If I'm down to like 1 or 2 episodes, maybe we'll watch them on stream together. How about that? You know what I mean? Like if I'm down to like episode 12 and 13, we'll do like a watch along for those final 2 episodes or however many episodes I got left, and then after that we can talk about it. Friday we'll do the your Dream Godzilla movie. So the idea, what we were supposed to do this last Friday, the idea was we'll take a couple of people, bring them on stream for like 10 minutes, talk about your Dream Godzilla movie if you had a chance to make it, your Dream Godzilla movie, and we're not going to be able to get everybody in. But we'll definitely get all those who want to come in. So start process. Jonathan, Hanky, all right, you'll be there. So you better brainstorm what your Dream Godzilla movie is. And then we'll add in other people. And I'll only give you guys 10 minutes each. So that way everybody will get as many people in as possible. And then Saturday's supposed to be gaming stuff. So what I'll probably do tomorrow we'll do nukes. We'll do nukes tomorrow. We'll do Singular Point Thursday. Godzilla Dream Movie Friday, and then Saturday we'll do some game related stuff. Either I play a game or we'll talk about a game and things like that. Or we'll headhunt for a PlayStation 5. Even though I know that we're not going to find one, but you know, I got the Pfizer vaccine. Hope you guys have fun on Thursday and Saturday. I won't be here, sadly. I'll be at wedding practice and then the wedding. However, I will be. Oh, you getting married? Congratulations. Got to use that. Yeah, I still have $800 to use. So let's find a PlayStation 5. We won't find one. I'll just have to save it. I'll hold on to it. No, I'm not getting married. A friend of mine is. Oh, okay. You got the Moderna? Yeah, I heard the Moderna and the Pfizer are pretty good. So we'll see if we make it. You know, if they hit the trigger button in a couple of years and everybody who took the vaccine drops dead. Conspiracies, right? All right, so nukes tomorrow, Singular Point Thursday, Godzilla Dream Movie Friday, and something gaming related on Saturday. Sounds like a pretty fun week. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to check it out. I see a lot of mixed opinions, so that means I'm either gonna love it or I'm gonna hate it. That'd be freaky. Yeah, let's hope that's I'm just completely wrong about that. Yeah, I know. It was out. It was I've avoided watching it because I want to watch it with English commentary, not subtitled. Because I want to see the action, not have to read it while seeing it like peripherally. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys. Tomorrow night, 8:00 nukes, and then we have a pretty fun week planned. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Stop when the clock hits 13. You've been working, but you're flirting with the weekend. You can freak out. 1 in a million. You're a gem shine when the light grows dim. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. We got the right stuff. We put the hammer right down. Wanna be like us? You better stick around. If you want it, you gotta prove it. Like we do it, like we do it. Groove with your hips and break it down. Stop when the clock hits 13. You've been learning and you're earning all of those hours. You can freak out. 1 in a million. Gonna shine bright and you never go dim. Sing it 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. We got the right stuff. We put the hammer right down. Wanna be like us? You better stick around. If you want it, you gotta prove it. Like we do it, like we do it. No one can do it like we do it. There's no one can do it like we do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.